God just ate me up again, and if you ain't trying to get ate up early this morning, I advise you just keep on scrolling in advance, okay? So God just told me, if I told you in Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans that I have for your life, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, but plans to give you a hope in the future, then why you keep on striving and stretching yourself out when stuff don't work out like you know the plan? He said, I know the plan. He said, I never said we know. And he said, if I said I know the plan, and my plan is to prosper you and not to harm you, that means any other plan, no matter how good you think it is, any other plan will not prosper you. It might be good and you might settle, but you're not going to prosper because it's not my plan for you. And he said, you might not get hurt physically, but you will get hurt spiritually because it's not my plan. So you think it's good, but you will get stuck in a spot where I told you that I wanted to elevate you from. God said, y'all know in football, like a fake handoff, God said, I'm giving you a fake handoff. Y'all know when a football player act like they giving another player the ball, and they end up keeping it, or they give it to another player just to trick the defense. God said, a lot of the visions that I'm giving you is a fake handoff. I'm giving you a tool so you can know who you need to become and go towards that direction. But by the time you get there, I got something even better for you, and I'm gonna give you a fake handoff. You thinking you gonna stay here, but no, I'm just giving you this vision so you can know what you need to be working towards and the person that you need to become, because I'm trying to develop something in you. It's not so much about that goal, it's about the person that I'm trying to develop in you. Because when you get to that point, and I see you got to that point, I'm gonna give you a fake handoff, and I'm gonna give you something you didn't even imagine me giving you, because my ways are not your ways, and my thoughts are not your thoughts. And it says that Ephesians 3 chapter 20 verse 20 says he can do exceedingly and abundantly above all things that we can ever think, dream, or imagine. So just because God give you a vision, don't get too cocky thinking that when God give you that vision or that little preview or that little God wink, don't get too cocky thinking that you know exactly what you need to be doing or exactly how it's gonna go, because his ways are not our ways and his thoughts are not our thoughts. So you thinking it's gonna look one way, but it's gonna look a whole different way. And God said, sometimes I got to give you a fake handout just to save yourself. Because if you actually knew the full plan, you'll strive and stress even more, and you'll be getting in my way. Because you'll be thinking, oh, God said it's going to end like this, but you don't know the route that I want you to go. And you don't know the development that you need. And stop complaining about all the pain that you're going through. Because we always saying that, oh, this pain pushed me to do this, or this pain pushed me to do that. But when you're going through pain, you start complaining like, how all this happening to me? He said, you don't know how much pain I need you to go through because you don't know how big your blessing is. So if you want a little blessing, then you can have a little pain, and now, I'll decrease the pressure. But if you want a diamond, I'm going to have to turn the pressure up a little bit more. So stop complaining about pain, because your pain, the size of your pain might be attached to the size of the blessing that I got for you. But if you keep on complaining about the pain, you will never get through it to the blessing. And you will get stuck thinking that I'm just this God that's want to put you through things. What Hebrews say, Hebrews says that discipline does not feel good at the moment, but in the end, it pays off. We need to stop using all this language, oh, I'm just going down through there. See, when you in the gym, you ain't saying, oh, I'm just going down through there. Like, I can't believe all this happening to me. You be like, you know what? I know this gonna pay off, so I'm gonna push through. But when God giving you something that's gonna prosper you, that's gonna break off some stuff off your family, that's gonna turn through some generational curses that the devil meant for evil, when he's trying to push you through all this, you be like, I can't believe all this happening to me. But you gotta switch your posture to, this happening to me, but I know Hebrews tell me that discipline never feels good. And in the end, it's going to pay off, because we know in Romans 8:28 that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. We also know in Romans 8:18 that the pain that I'm feeling now cannot compare to the joy that's coming. And I was like, you know what? You're right, God. I'm striving like I know your plans.